Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my July favorites and flops. I have a good little bunch of products right here, about 4 that didn't work for me and then a lot that did. So we're just going to go and jump straight into the video. I hope you guys do enjoy. So I'm going to work the flops in with the favorite. And if you are wondering, I didn't film this tutorial. I literally sat down and just played with my the new Carly Bible palette, the deluxe one. And these are new lashes. I don't know how I feel about them. The band's a little weird. But yeah, if you want to see this tutorial, let me know. It's really summery and like playful and colorful with the pink and everything on the lids. There's nothing dark here with the lip and everything like that. It's just real vibrant and everything, but we're just gonna go ahead and get started. First thing is very random, but I used to use this when I was in like junior high, I believe, and I stopped using it. And recently I've been on the whole like dry spray deodorant thing, and I have the Dove one and the Degree one, which I absolutely cannot stand. And I've started to realize that the dry spray deodorants don't really mask like your body odor as well as other like deodorants do. And I got this. This is the Secret Wild Sugar. It's a clear gel deodorant. It's a gel deodorant and it smells amazing. At least this one does, and all the other scents smell so good. And I've been wearing this for the past week or so, and this helps like control your like sweating and all that so much better than any other deodorant I've ever had. So I'm definitely going to keep buying gel deodorants from now on. I'm going to stop the dry spray. The gel doesn't get like clumpy. It doesn't show on black shirts. It doesn't kind of like get clumpy and like fall down. You see like all the white going down your shirt. It doesn't do that. It just dries basically, and it smells so good. So I definitely have been liking this a lot more than the dry sprays or normal deodorant. And then I have this little e.l.f. shimmering facial whip. I don't even know if they sell these in stores anymore or if they even sell them online, but I've really been enjoying this one, and I normally use it when I have more like natural makeup looks. I could have used it today with the pink and everything on my eyes, but I used one of the highlights out of the actual like Carly Bible palette. But this is the facial whip, I think in a pink lemonade. The name is not on here. Oh no, not pink lemonade, lilac petal. These are $1, and I think for $1 these are amazing. They have a white one that I want to get, but like I said, I can't find them anywhere, and I believe the only place I can find them is a certain Walmart in my city. So I'll have to go back to that Walmart and check, but for $1, it is the creamiest, prettiest cream highlighter I've ever seen. These also smell so good and so sweet. I think it's so pretty, like a cream highlighter for $1. I don't use cream highlights that much, so to get one with that much bang for $1 is great, because you're not really investing so much money in a product that you're not going to use all the time. The next thing that I have been loving more and picking up more is this Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. I used to use this all the time, and just going through my collection, I've just had other things that I started to use more. And recently with school and everything like that, I normally do real simple makeup in the morning, like concealer. I don't even wear foundation. I just use like concealer, powder, mascara, and eyebrow gel, and sometimes bronzer, blush, and highlight if I can get them in like the little travel trios, like the Maybelline one I always talk about. But I normally will use this, and I really, really like it. It is in the shade Blondie Brows in 01. And I love this spoolie. It's small. It has the colored gel, like it will blend into your brow hairs, but also has fibers that attach to your brow hairs to make your brows appear like fuller and thicker. In my opinion, this is the exact dupe for Benefit's Gimme Brow. I don't see the point of spending, you know, $20+ on a brow gel like that, when this one right here I think is like $2.99 or $1.99, and it's great. I feel like I never run out of this. Also with the product, I feel like there's so much product in here. So yeah, I highly recommend this guy. They do sell it at Ulta and online. So one flop that I just don't really like, these are the well, I only have one right here. This is the Real Techniques like mini sponge. They're purple. They come in a pack of 2. I don't like this. I have 2 packages of little mini sponges like this. I have this one. I have the little Swispers from Walmart. Those are good. Those are okay. I'm just not a huge fan, I've realized now, of small sponges like this for your under eye. I do not see the use of it, because if I'm using my, say, my L'Oreal sponge, I already have it wet. I already put on foundation with that. Then I have to go wet this specifically just for my under eye, when I could just go to the other side of my L'Oreal sponge and blend out my under eye concealer. I don't see the point of these. I don't see the use of it. You can see I did use it for baking. That's probably the only purpose I could use it for, but then again, I would just use a sponge I'm already using with my foundation. And this has the weirdest consistency. Like, feeling of a sponge to it. It's very holey, very airy, and I don't like the way it feels. It feels like you're like literally putting like a kitchen sponge to your under eye. I don't like it. So yeah, I just wasn't a fan of it. I think I've realized that I don't like the use of like mini sponges for your under eye concealer or blending out concealer on your forehead or anything like that. I'd rather just use my normal sponge. And then I have 2 bronzing things and 2 eyeshadow palettes, or no, 3 bronzing things. The first one is the Tarte Tarteist Pro Glow To Go. I got this over the big palette because I didn't see myself using all the shades in the big palette, especially the cream ones. I wanted something that I know I would use, and this was like, I think $20 or $23, and I love all 3 shades in here, especially for travel. The only thing you are missing is a blush, but you get like 2 really, really pretty highlights. One's a little more matte, one has some sheen to it. You can honestly use the middle shade right here to set your under eye because it's that kind of like more yellow shade right here. But they're honestly really pretty and really pigmented. I really enjoy them. So those are it right there. Easy for travel, like I did say. The only thing you're missing is a blush. It's real slim. It's travel friendly. It does have a mirror in it, and I just really like it. They made these 3 like by themselves in a bigger packaging. I definitely would buy it, but I really like it, and I love this bronzer shade. I can contour with it and also bronze, especially if I'm really pale. Like, my body is extremely tan, but normally my face is a lot lighter because I put sunscreen on it. So I like bronzers that are a little more deeper to really get my face to match my body. And then of course what I am using on my eyes today is the Carly Bible Deluxe Edition eyeshadow palette. And I have the highlighter on my face also. I have her original one sitting right back there. It's that white one, and I love her original one. So when she released the second one, I knew I had to get it. I absolutely love the packaging. I love like the little cushion it has in the background. And then when you open it up, it's the most gorgeous marble packaging. You have amazing eyeshadows, amazing face highlighters. I used this one on my face today, and I use a blend of kind of like the pinky and more mauve-y shades, and they're really pretty. They're really pigmented, and they blend like a dream. This palette I think is only like $23, $22. I really, really like it. Like I did say, this is like my 3rd time using it this month, and I've done different looks every time I've used it. This is obviously what I created with the palette today. I didn't use anything else, so this is really, really nice. You get a lot of bang for your buck also, because you get so many highlighter shades. I think you get what, 6 highlighter shades, and then all those eyeshadows, 21 color eyeshadow and highlight palette. It's really nice. I'm really impressed by this. Another mist I have right here, and this is a mist just because I feel like I've had it for too long for starters. It's not the right color I would normally use for a mascara, and I feel like there's just better ones now that I've tried. This is the CoverGirl, the Super Sizer Mascara. This used to be hands down my favorite mascara ever. And now that I've tried so many other mascaras, I used this the other day and it really does nothing. I have it in the shade Black Brown, which I normally never buy that shade. I always buy black. But I just don't like this. It doesn't apply any volume really to my lashes. It doesn't lengthen them at all. Really all it does for me is just kind of clump my lashes together and make them appear shorter. Like I said, I used to love this stuff. So I think it may be because I've had this for a while. I need to toss it and try a new one out. But I have so many other mascaras I like. I don't see myself repurchasing this one. So it's just kind of like just sitting there. I just need to get rid of it already. Another bronzing thing, which I didn't really think I would like, but I honestly really, really like it for contour and bronzing. This is the Temp 2 liquid bronzer. It's a shimmer bronzer from the brand Temp 2. We got this in BoxyCharm a while back, and I love this stuff so much for summer. I put this on a stippling brush or so, and then just stipple it around my cheekbones and my forehead, and it makes me look so pretty and have like a nice summer glow. That is it right there. I absolutely love it. It's the perfect shade to cream contour with if that's what you're gonna do, because it has the more of the ashy undertone to it, but you could also bronze with it because it is more on the darker side of a cream bronzer. But it's really pretty, really blendable. I use kind of a different, the same size duo fiber. e.l.f. has a small stipple brush you could use, and Morphe also has one. Morphe's is the M436. But yeah, I think I used the e.l.f. one this time. I would just kind of, I would put it on the back of my hand, tap my brush into it, and then start buffing it into my cheekbones. But I really, really like it. I think it's great. And this is a lot of product. I'll never go through this. It is 1 fluid ounce, so as much as a foundation gives you, and that's a lot of cream bronzer. So the next thing I have right here, and this is kind of random and not new at all in any way. It's the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set with aloe, green tea, cucumber, and vitamins A, C, and E. I love this before I put on foundation or just do my makeup in general. It's a really nice spritz, really refreshing, really hydrating. It feels good on your skin before you put makeup on. It hydrates, it helps those dry patches if you have any. I think it's like $2 or $3, really affordable. You get 2.2 fluid ounces, and I've gone through about, I don't know, 75%. I have about 75% left. So I've gone through a lot of it, and I've had this for a really, really long time, and I just like it. It's a cheap alternative for a good facial mist that you can either prime your face with or set your makeup with, just to kind of soak up all the powders. So I have 2 more hits and 2 misses. We will do a miss. So these next 2 products, they're not horrible, but I just have critiques about them. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer. So earlier when I said when I start school and all that, I normally just use concealer in the mornings because I don't want to mess with foundation. So normally we'll apply this. I've been using this a lot recently, so I've really been able to tell what it looks like by itself with no other foundation on top, and I normally will just use my fingers to blend it out real quick. This dries really fast if you just put it on your skin. I will do my under eyes, nose, forehead, and chin, and by the time I get back to that first eye and try to blend it out, it's almost stained my skin with the outline of the concealer. So I would definitely recommend working in like parts. Apply it to one eye, blend it out, apply it to your nose, blend it out, so on and so forth. I would recommend that. And then the second critique of this, it is very matte. This is a very matte concealer, and I never noticed that because I would always pair it with other foundations, and I just never could tell, like, oh, is it matte or is it satin matte or is it the foundation giving it that finish? But today I use their matching foundation, the Maybelline Better Skin Foundation, and I love that foundation. I didn't use this concealer, but I just thinking about it, I just know, like, when I would wear this with nothing else underneath it, it is a very matte concealer, and it does dry very fast, like I did say. So it can sink into your fine lines if you don't blend it out fast enough and set it. But that's really the only critiques I have about it. I still use it, I still like it, but it's just something I would change that I don't really like. Next thing right here is something that I've just started using out of my collection. I have a drawer of bronzers and bronzer palettes and bronzer compacts like this, and sometimes I'm just more drawn to reach towards bronzers like the Butter Bronzer or a MAC bronzer or this Essence bronzer or Too Faced bronzer. And I overlook these little like duos like this. Well, I started using this more recently, and I realized how much creamier this like duo is, and I really, really love it. And sometimes I will bronze with it, sometimes I will contour with it, but it's not pigmented to a swatch. But when you stick a brush in and apply it to your face, it looks really, really phenomenal. I need to pick up the other one of it because they released a new formula, and this is a new formula, and I really, really like it. Again, good for travel because you can set your under eye with this and then also bronze and contour. So my next like complaint product would have to be the this is going to be very surprising, the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I love the foundation. I love the foundation. Do not get me wrong, when I did my first impressions video, I still completely agree with all the claims. But the one thing I have noticed about this foundation, it does not wear really well for like longevity purposes. I was wearing it the other day, and I put it on in the morning, and it was around like 2 in the afternoon. And I started to notice it was completely breaking up right around my nose. That was the first place I noticed it. It didn't break up anywhere else, just around my nose. But I think this foundation is definitely for short-term purposes. Like for me right now, I could put it on while filming. I'm not going to be going out in the heat. I'm not going to be in the humidity. And I think the Texas weather obviously doesn't help the longevity of that foundation. I even set my whole face and everything like that, and it still wore off. So I still like the foundation as itself, but I would not recommend it for like an all-day wear foundation. And then the last thing I have right here that I have been gravitating towards more is a Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette. I use this sometimes in the mornings. I will do my makeup sometimes in the mornings for school, and I gravitate towards it because it's such a palette with neutral colors. It sits right up front, right in front of my Violet Voss one, and it's just easy for me to gravitate towards because it has really pretty crease shades, pretty shades to highlight with. It has your dark shades, it has some shimmer shades. It just kind of has everything right in between. I absolutely love the packaging also. I love the gold and the flowers. But I've just been gravitating towards it more because it's just real easy for me to use. I know how they blend, I know how good they are, I know the pigmentation, so it's just one of those staple products. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I will link all the products and everything for this month's favorites and flops down below if you are interested in any of them. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you have any products you want me to test out for the month of August, let me know so I can definitely pick them up and give them their shot before, you know, obviously my August favorites and flops. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye, y'all.